We've got a new product and we want to launch it, and we're just trying to decide, do we go direct sales or do we go different channels, distribution channels. So what I look at is in your business plan, how fast are you trying to ramp up? What's your capabilities to ramp up your production? What type of support and resources do you have with that? Because that's a key factor in, if you're going direct sales, you know, you can do it slower, the costs are lower, it gives you more time to get your iterations of your product changed as you're getting feedback from the customer. Because you're direct sales, you're getting the feedback immediately. But the downfall and the cons of that is you can, if you're not taking care of that feedback and addressing the issues with the clients and making sure they got a product that's viable, exchanging them if you've made a change and now you have a better version but they're not happy with the first iteration. You have to be mindful that you can get in, the company can, the branding can take a huge hit if you don't do it right, if you don't address the customer service side. So there are pros of going direct to consumer because, you know, you can make better margins, but you're not going to sell. You're going to sacrifice. You're going to sacrifice unit sales for higher margin, and you just have to run the numbers to figure out, hey, is it worth going ahead and going with these channels, different distribution channels, or you can go direct sales and you can get your stuff listed on Amazon. People do both. You can have one key distributor and you can do direct sales and you can do Amazon. You can do multiple iterations, but at some point in time, if your product is as good as everyone says it is, you will have to make a decision which way you're going to go. It's really difficult because when the people come to make the deals on, hey, we want to buy 2 million of your product a year, you got to decide, hey, do I want to sell 2 million of them at a lower margin, or do I want to sell 100,000 at a really high margin? You got to figure out what's best for you and the resources that you have to apply to that. If they came to you and said, hey, I need 2 million of them, but you can't deliver them, then you know the answer. You can't do it. But you can say, hey, I could get 2 million if I had this type of resources and help with the manufacturing. Or there's multiple ways of looking at it, but you got to make sure that it meets your business plan and that you've done ran the numbers. Going direct sales with your product, you have a lot more control over your sales and the volume and how fast you want to grow or not grow. That's definitely a positive. It's really positive that you can get that direct feedback. You're not having to get it through a distributor, which is in turn your customer, and their customer is your customer. So you're dealing with two people that are dissatisfied if you have a problem, which always magnifies the situation in general. When you go direct, obviously you're not having to give away discounts and give away margin, so that's good for the bottom line, but you could sacrifice volume that you could be getting by not going direct. Some of the cons for trying to go direct is you're limited on the channels, so you're not able to scale fast enough and you run out of cash. That's definitely an issue. When you're doing direct online sales, it's really hard for them to communicate their ability to solve the problem better than their competition. So when you're going direct sales, you can look at it as, hey, I don't have to pay a distributor to go out and sell it, but if you're not taking those same dollars and having an outside marketing firm make sure you're communicating the right message and you're educating the customer, you aren't really saving anything. The ones that don't invest in the marketing to educate the customer on what it can do for them, they're the ones that see the least amount of success in going direct over a distribution channel. The reason you typically go with a distribution channel is they know how to communicate the ROI and the features and benefits better than you, and you're paying them really to do your marketing and sales for you. So it just depends on what you're good at. If you don't understand what your strengths and weaknesses are as a entrepreneur, it's going to be hard for you to make that decision. So you definitely want to make sure you have really vetted out and understand, hey, what I'm taking on. If I plan on going direct to consumer, I better have a really good marketing budget that's going to help me educate the consumer on why my product is the best over my competition.